The first question is fishing popular in your country? I have to say it might be popular among the people who have already retired, especially the males, because I've always seen them spending days along the river and fishing. I guess it's one of the activities that they enjoy most after they retire. But I guess among youngsters, no, not really. Because I really don't get that excitement, because they always describe that, the tug on the line is always exhilarating. I just don't get it, I don't know. So I guess it's popular to some extent. And the next question is, do you like eating fish? I used to enjoy eating it because that was the only dish that my mom could cook. But to be honest, I'm not much of a seafood lover. I guess I'm more into red meat like beef and pork and stuff. So the next question is, have you ever been to a place where there are lots of fish around you? That's an interesting question. I guess the only occasion that I could think of where there might be a lot of fish around me would be when I tried scuba diving, like when I tried this sport. But honestly, I wouldn't do that because, all those fish and those creatures, they all look a little bit weird and cringy to me. So the last question is, have you ever seen any movies with lots of fish? Actually, I have never paid much attention on the fish in the movies, and I guess there are because, many movies contain scenes including the aquarium and especially the documentaries about the marine animals. I guess, yeah, I have seen a lot of them, but I just couldn't really remember.
Is fishing popular in your country? Well, I guess yes, especially among those middle-aged men and retired men. I don't really understand why they enjoy it so much. I mean, I just see them sitting there all the time with a fishing pole whenever I pass by a lake or even just a small pond. I never see them catch a fish, But anyway, I guess they just enjoy sitting there and doing nothing. Do you like eating fish? Well, not really. It's a trouble for me. I mean, there are so many fish bones and I'm not good at picking them out. I used to enjoy salmon very much, but now it's not a really good time to eat the fish from the ocean, as the Japanese government released its radioactive contaminated water into the Pacific Ocean. So yeah, no more salmon for me. Have you ever been to a place where there are lots of fish? Well, yeah, I have been to one of the aquariums where there are huge fish tanks around me and also even above me. So I feel like being surrounded by all the fish and they just swim around me. I think it's amazing to have a chance to, see the sharks up close. Have you ever seen a movie with lots of fish? Well, yeah, I believe there's always a shark movie in the cinema during the summer in China. Like this year, it is the Meg 2, and for the last year, it was the Meg. So those shark movies always involve several sharks, that's for sure, and also a bunch of other different fish. And I also remember when I was young, I watched an animated film called Finding Nemo. And that was also a wonderful story about how different fishes help each other in the ocean.
The first question of part 1 is fishing popular in your country? Yes, I think so. I think it's all the rage now as a recreational activity. Generally speaking, I think there's something about getting back to nature. Water in particular has a soothing effect and can be quite therapeutic. The second one, do you like eating fish? Yes, absolutely. It's the business and my all-time favorite. I love how luscious it is. And, it's also a rich source of protein. So it might help me to keep a balanced diet. The third question, have you been to a place where there are lots of fish around you? Yes, for sure. I once visited the Great Barrier Reef, where I encountered with loads of majestic and colorful fish when I tried snorkeling. To be honest, it was a truly extraordinary experience.
The first question is, do you like fishing? It's difficult to say. Personally, I have no fishing experience. My friends invited me several times, but I never went because fishing takes a lot of time. Also, purchasing fishing equipment can be expensive. The next question, is fishing popular in your country? Yes, I believe fishing is quite popular in China, especially among the elderly. I frequently saw people sitting along rivers and lakes and just fishing all day. Also, I see an increasing number of young people sharing their sea fishing experiences on social media, so I believe fishing is popular in China. Why do people go fishing? I think fishing is a unique way to get exercise. It helps you to relieve stress and relax. When you are out fishing, your entire focus is on the present moment, so you are no longer concerned about what's bothering you. And at the same time, fishing can be quite rewarding and fulfilling. Have you ever been to a place where there are lots of fish around you? Yes, I tried scuba diving when I was in Thailand last summer. There are lots of fish swimming around me. I also see coral and sea turtles. Have you seen any movie with lots of fish? Yes, the recently released Avatar 2 just came into my mind. Its director James Cameron created a fantastic undersea world full of creative species. In the movie, the fish are gorgeous, imaginative, and amazing.
Do you like fishing? I'm not particularly fond of fishing. While I can appreciate it as a recreation activity for many people, I personally haven't developed a strong interest in it. I prefer other outdoor activities for leisure. Is fishing popular in your country? Fishing is quite popular in my country. We have an abundance of lakes, rivers, and coastal areas that offer excellent fishing opportunities. Many people, both locals and tourists, enjoy fishing as a hobby or even a way of life in certain regions. Where can you see fish? Well, we can see fish in various places, depending on the context. In natural settings such as lakes, rivers, oceans, and aquariums, you can observe fish in their natural habitats. Additionally, fish are commonly featured in public aquariums where you can see a wide variety of aquatic species up close.